Another episode of Down to 216, hosted by your boy Will here, man. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today as we get into another interesting video topic? So I just wanted to go over a couple of things. We got some breaking news coming out as far as for the Cleveland Browns here. Our rookie starting running back, Quinshon Judkins, has recently been arrested. It looked like he got arrested. It's funny, he actually had a meet and greet at Penn's on the west side. I don't know if you guys are too familiar with Penn's, but he actually had a meet and greet at Penn's on the west side. And it looked like he's been arrested and charged with domestic violence and battery. Looking more into this scenario and into the case, it seems as if this happened with a female. It says his significant other. And it looked like, something happened leading to an altercation, and now he pretty much is in jail. They got a picture of him, detained in jail for this charge. And I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts and opinion on this. Do you guys think this is something to be concerned about? Do you guys think this is something to look into as far as the season? Will he get suspended? I think all of that is kind of up in the air. Now, he did get arrested, so yeah, we're going to see as far as if he gets the charges dropped. Y'all know a lot of times with these scenarios, it be guys and a female getting into it. We all done had, problems like that in our life. So I'm not going to judge anybody for getting into it with their woman. But I feel like where the line gets drawn and gets to that point is no man should be putting their hands on females, period, point blank. Regardless of the scenario, regardless of the situation, no male, especially not as big as him or as big as me and you, I'm not even that damn big, but no male should be putting their hands on a woman just out of anger. I feel like that's completely unacceptable, and especially when you're a person of high value like Quinshon Judkins. You're a running back in the NFL. You went to Ohio State. You're not a dumb guy. So why put yourself in this situation? So that's why I said, we got to see the facts come out and see what's going to really happen as far as everything. But it is very alarming. We have people damn near about to kill themselves over Shedeur Sanders going over 20 miles over the fucking speeding limit. And now we got Quinshon Judkins catching the domestic violence and a battery charge. So that's a real charge, y'all. Like, that's the type of stuff we should be overreacting about. That's the type of stuff we should be talking about. Why are you in this scenario? Why are you in this situation? And why does this keep happening to the Cleveland Browns? A lot of people will say, oh, this happens all around the league. And, a couple of my boys said that. But you guys got to look, man. We got Mike Hall. I love Mike, but Mike Hall, he got drafted. He caught a similar charge right after getting drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Perrion Renfrey, famously known for threatening to kill a white lady. Those are multiple picks, all drafted by Andrew Berry, all drafted after the first round. That's had some type of character issue. We also had, I forgot what his name was. We had Malik McDowell. Was it Malik something? He stripped butt naked, got caught in Fort Lauderdale in Florida naked. And a lot of times they get caught in Florida. I think Quinshon Judkins got caught in Fort Lauderdale. A lot of these guys getting caught in Miami, getting in trouble. Like, what is it going on out there that these athletes keep getting in trouble? Like, it's like, man, it's always Florida for some reason. But I want to wait till the facts come out on the situation before I start really questioning a man's character and saying some very some stuff. When you go to a certain when you're going down a road of domestic violence and battery with a woman, it really says a lot about your character as a man. And I don't want to just assume the worst with him and go in on him as a person and say, that's a pussy move or that's bad, because we don't know the facts of the scenario. So we're gonna see what the situation come out. Hopefully, this is all something they can move on from, and they can better if they're in a relationship, or if it's a woman that he is dealing with. Hopefully he can leave her alone so these situations don't happen, because we can't have this going on during the season. So I think it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens as the facts come out of the scenario. If the charges get dropped, do we just act like this don't happen? Because I love to say, and my favorite saying when it comes to violence and charges is, I've never caught a domestic violence charge. I've never caught a battery charge. I've never had the police called on me for assaulting a woman. And this is something that happens relatively quite often with Cleveland Browns rookies and Cleveland Browns players. So what is Andrew Berry doing in the pre-draft analysis? What is Kevin Stefanski doing interviewing these guys? Because we got a lot of head cases. I don't you know, call it what y'all want to call it, man. We got a lot of head cases, man. We got a lot of head cases. Like, I love our players, I love them, but if you just wanted to take out my biasness, Myles Garrett done had his fair share of situations. Deshaun Watson had his fair shares of situations. Kareem Hunt, he was here, had his fair shares of situations. So it's like Perion Winfrey, Mike Hall, like it's like a continued Jim Brown. We have a whole statue for Jim Brown, and he used to hit on this woman. So what is it with football? I don't know if it's a football player thing. I don't know if it's an athlete thing, or does this come down to the pre-draft analysis? And when Andrew Berry is having these meetings with these guys, do you care about what type of people they are? Because, like, look at Quinshon Judkins. Let's just say he's innocent, right? Now, like, he looks like he's just another Perion Winfrey, like he's just another situation like that. And Mike Hall's situation died down. Of course, the woman said she didn't do it. Blase skippity skip. This video is sponsored by Detrimental Figures, my brand here. As y'all see, some of the quality of my recent work. You get a signature tag on it as well. You know, we make and really emphasize quality over quantity. So, you know, we try to take and make sure we use the best materials to come up with our shirts and the best designs. Make sure y'all following us on Instagram, Detrimental Figures. So y'all can also get the description down below and hit the link for a shirt. Everything I drop is limited edition, so unfortunately this shirt is sold out. I don't have any more, but I have different things coming up similar to it. So keep in mind, and I'll keep you guys updated with some of my new stuff throughout these videos coming up. You know, all that got handled like that, and we all have been in a relationship before where something may go down. You know, you go protect your significant other, and as long as, in my opinion, as long as stuff that don't repeat and there's not a repeat in behavior, then cool. You know, you guys might have one bad situation, don't let it happen again. I think everybody make mistakes. I've never made that mistake, but I think everybody make mistakes. But it goes to show that this is a repeated thing with the Cleveland Browns. I have people come to me and say, hey, yeah, this happens all the time in the NFL. Why can't I go to the Pittsburgh Steelers and find out who has caught a DV charge, a domestic violence case, in the last 5 seasons? Why can't I go do that? Why can't I go to the Green Bay Packers and find that? Why can't I go to the Rams and find that? It's a consistent thing with the Cleveland Browns, having guys have issues with women. And I think that's something that continuously gets swept under the rug. It's something that's continuously not talked about enough, and something has to change. So y'all comment down below how y'all feel about it, man. I can't never come on here and sugarcoat nothing with y'all. I like being a real, authentic person, and I just feel like it's not acceptable. Why don't other teams have this issue? I'm not going to assume Quinshon Judkins actually did do something wrong. I'm going to just wait for the scenario to come out. But this is a consistent thing with this team and players they draft. So, man, it's going to be very interesting to see. Y'all comment down below how y'all feel about it. You guys think that he should be punished, suspended? I guess Dylan Sampson's stock about to go up. But, yeah, it's your boy Will. Y'all comment down below. I'm out. Peace.